Okay. I'm so excited to be here, and then it's more of my honor to be here, honestly, because I know one thing that I really like about my team Philippines is you ladies and gentlemen, you are so respectful to each other, and you always address everyone as sir, madam. I think that's really good culture that we can incorporate that into the anime as well, because we really care about being respectful to one another, and then caring for one another. So I think you all have a really good start over there already. So yeah, most of you already know me, and I think Sir George is going to be very proud of this picture with the Air Force uniform and the auto sales master pin. So that was the one of the happiest moments of my life, because CU Hangyo Park always says, if you're an auto sales master, you're halfway to success. And as soon as I received that pin, I realized I'm halfway there, and I just have to keep climbing up. So definitely was not easy, but it was doable, and I did it with my partners and my sponsors. So I can definitely tell you from my experience. That's why I wanted to do marketing plan today, to share my experience. And everyone from walks different ways of life. Everyone comes from different family background, different religion, different education. But I think Atomy is one of the very few tools we have in this world that can really incorporate everyone, and give the equal opportunity to everyone. So please allow me to share the marketing plan today. So most of you know me already, but I actually transitioned to a new role with Collins Aerospace now. So before I was in the defense industry. Collins Aerospace is still part of the same Raytheon umbrella, because UTC, United Technologies, and then Raytheon merged. So still part of the same company, but now I am more on the commercial side of the airplane business. And then our company supports Boeing 787 and Boeing and Airbus and things like that. And I'm serving in the Air Force as a captain, and I'm also looking forward to the pension that I'm gonna receive, like Sir George. But then one of the reasons why I did Atomy was um, one thing that I really really amazes me is my brother is also in the army. He's a full time active duty, and then he's a E7, about to be a E8, which is very high rank in the enlistment side. And then he gave me a calculation, and then it showed that when after his 20 years of service, um, his retirement is only gonna be like a little over $2,000 a month. Okay, I'm already making that, way over that. And then I've only been in the enemy for 3 years. So here's my brother who's doing 20 years of active duty military, going to all these Middle East and all these places for 20 years. And here I am, who's done enemy for 3 years and already making over what he's going to make as a pension after 20 years. So that's a perspective that I really want to give to everyone, because a lot of the government employees, a lot of my friends in the military, I keep telling them, and some of the companies still offer pension, but I have to tell them, you have to work there 30 years to even make $2,000-3,000 a month. So why don't you just focus on anatomy and find out what it is? So anyways, you are all blessed because you saw the vision, something that other people didn't see. And that's the reason why you're here today in your invaluable time. So fourth industrial revolution is what we all are gonna going to face. Whether you like it or not, we're all gonna face fourth industrial revolution, where artificial intelligence and automation is gonna happen. Now, you all know the vehicle Tesla. So it's gonna get to the point where not only are they going to reduce the number of the drivers, it's gonna all be self-driving, but you can have a part-time job if you have a Tesla. What's gonna happen is, let's say you drive Tesla to your work, and then you program it, so your Tesla is gonna start working too as an Uber driver. So while you're working full time, your Tesla is gonna also be driving, giving rides to people. So that's kind of like a concept that we're gonna be facing. So I really am uncertain how the future is gonna look. That's why I'm so glad we are in Atomy, because we are preparing already in advance before that happens. So CO Atomy was founded in 2009, and what I'm really proud of is Atomy has been growing steadily for the past since the foundation. There's not a lot of companies that grow straight 10 years. You know, they go up and down, up and down. But Atomy literally grew continuously for the 10 years. And I think during the pandemic, they did have a little dip, little bit, but that's along with every other company, right? So, but we're going to, and then now we're excelling the growth even more because people are shopping more online than actually going to the shopping mall. So now we are the 10th largest direct selling companies in the world. And it was only possible because of our Prestige strategy, right? Enemy success system is pretty simple, I think. We have a really amazing quality product at a very good price. So it's not really a rocket science. If you have a really amazing quality product and the price is very, very good compared to the quality you get, then there's no brainer that you can purchase it, right? And then as long as people can get rid of their doubt, the fact that this is MLM company, as long as they can get, you can educate them and help them understand, hey, this is not that traditional MLM structure. That's your job that's our job as Atomy leaders, right? Our job to really help them understand Atomy is not the same traditional kind of like a pyramid scheme that they did before. Because we are not business driven, but consumer driven. That's why our products are very well known. So it's our job as leaders and partners of Atomy to educate our normal people. And then the concept is changing little by little. People are now, especially in Korea, Atomy is now seen as a very, very ethical business practice. And then Atomy is now, there's signs everywhere. They're being broadcasted in like major social media, major media outlets. So yeah, Atomy is no longer just a pyramid scam, especially in Korea. So now, of course, Korea launched first. So now it's gonna be um, basically everything's gonna it's gonna go to Taiwan, it's gonna go to Japan. So more and more people are gonna understand that Atomy is a very ethical and authentic business. So right now, even now, there's a lot of people that have a bad perception towards network marketing. That's why I really truly believe it is a huge blessing of you all that you realize that before many other people do. Because like I said, fourth industrial happens and job starts go away. What are they going to turn into? They're going to turn to something that's not going to cost them much to start, but with a great amount of a potential of earning. Atomy does not have any risk, right? So they're going to start turning into Atomy business, stuff like this. So now you're truly blessed because you already am in the system, are in the system. And our marketing structure is very righteous and simple, I believe. Yes, you can get more into depth to understand better, but then it's pretty simple compared to other network marketing companies. I actually attended one of the network marketing companies a seminar just to kind of check it out. I wanted to see, because I wasn't really traditionally into any other network marketing before Atomy. So I kind of wanted to give myself a chance to go out and find out what they do, right? And then I went there, a lot of young people, very very excited about that business when I attended their meeting. But all they really talked about money because they didn't really have products. Okay, so it's literally you put the money down, you join another person, and you get money, and it's literally about joining and giving the ownership. So that was kind of really different experience. And global sourcing, global sales. Now we're gonna be going global, and I think Atomy has really got into the trend really well. And we have an absolute system. So even if you're not the best speaker, fear not, because the system will speak for you. And then you have meetings like this and seminars. And I think Team Philippine Baclo does really good job duplicating the educational system. And I think you, ladies and gentlemen, are one of the best that I've ever seen. So you can be very proud of yourself for that. So one thing that really made me confident about Atomy is because of the fact that we have an amazing partnership with Colmar B&H. So the Colmar Group is based in headquartered in the United States. And then they have already been delivering pharmaceutical products and then skincare products. And they're the OEM, original manufacturer, to like brands like Chanel and Lancome and Shiseido. And then they put their label on, and then they overcharge people, charge $1,000 and $2,000, right? So they're already in that business. But then they have 9 branches across the world. And one of the biggest branches they have is in Korea. And then they found Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute, which is KERI. And they say, hey, why don't we join join each other with our highest technologies, and then we can create something really invaluable for our customers. So that's what created Comar B&H. So if someone says, "Oh, I've never heard of Atomy. I cannot trust this brand." Guess what? Atomy is not making any products anyways. So if you don't trust Atomy because you never heard about it, you heard about Chanel and you heard about Lancome and Shiseido, right? So our factory is basically same, if not better, than the one that that are making Comar itself. Um, you're already aware of those brands, right? So that's how you can explain that. So Comar B&H will produce, and then they're a distributor, factory, and then they're gonna distribute to Atomy all the products. So Atomy is literally just an online shopping mall. However, the platform, because it allows you to not only shop there as a customer and save money, but also it allows you to earn money with it. So when someone asks you, okay, why? Okay, you say Atomy is just an online shopping mall, but why do they use this MLM structure? Because a lot of people have a bad perception of the MLM. Why does it have? Why does Atomy have to do this MLM? Then you can tell them, well, because if Atomy is just like Amazon or other online company, then people like us will not have an opportunity to become a business owner. Then we're just gonna be just like an employee. And the whole point of us doing Atomy is because we don't want to be an employee for the rest of our life, right? We want to have our financial freedom, but not only that, also time freedom. And then not only we want to be enriched with this platform, but we want to be able to educate and give equal opportunity to people all over the world. And that's what Atomy is. It's a platform that allows you to use the tool that allows you to use not only to shop and for amazing quality product at a good price, but also give opportunities to people around the world that may not have enough opportunities. And then, so DSN is one of the biggest direct selling magazines or association, and then we ranked number 10. And then if you can only imagine the history of Atomy, we started as we didn't want to compete against other network marketing companies. We wanted to compete against other platforms such as Amazon, Costco, you name all these big platform businesses. So Atomy will continue to head his way. And I think we are so lucky to be under CEO Hangyo Park because CEO's vision is so important. Because if his vision was just like here onto your nose, we're only gonna be able to go up to the nose, right? But then his vision was above our heads. So that's our target and goal. And our competition will be Amazon. Our competition will be Costco. Right now, it's just I believe it's because just the name branding. Costco and Amazon are way ahead of us, and then it's very more recognized. That's why they have a lot more volume. But then I believe that Atomy has a really good chance to catch up to them. It's just gonna take some time. So now let me talk to you about the passive income and active income. So I will be able to tell that majority of you are now earning money actively because you have to go to work every day instead of having a system that pays you. So basically, I always talk about this. Active income is like we need to drink water every day for a shower, to do dishwashing and to cook, right? And to drink water. So we have to get water somehow every day. And let's say if we put ourselves into one of the poor countries in Africa or other parts of the world, they don't have luxury of like turning on the water each day from their bathroom. So they have to get a bucket and then walk miles and then draw water from the well and then walk back. And that's kind of like what we do in the United States or even Philippines or other many parts of the world. Because if we don't go to work for a whole month, then you're not gonna get paid. So that means, but you still have all these bills that you need to pay. It's called residual bills. So we are taught from the school, when we were very young, to go to school, get good grades, get into good college, and get a good job. JOB, jump off bed, also always calls it. We were taught to, and then who creates all this system are people that are very wealthy. Do you think that the wealthy people teach their kids to go to school, only focus on getting good grades, and only focus on getting good jobs? No. The wealthy people, entrepreneurs, they teach their kids to how to become an entrepreneur because they understand the system has been created. All the tax laws and all that stuff are written for them. So they teach their kids, yeah, like go to school too, right? Because you need to have some type of education and discipline. But in the end, they train their kids to become think like an entrepreneur. So though now passive income, that's what the wealthy people teach their kids. How can you earn money through a system, not through labor income or active income, but how can you build a system such as real estate? You can be real estate, you can be investment of the precious metals. There's a lot of things that people invest into nowadays, and then and then that earns them either dividends or it goes up in value. And the renters, if you own real estate, you can collect rent every month. So that's kind of like a passive income. But in Atomy, you're not going to be able to build a pipeline by yourself. So now that's the concept of building the pipeline together with your sponsors and your partners. Because if you're by yourself, you will not be able to succeed. And then one thing that from my experience in 3 years and then listening to many leaders, there has to be three moving parts, right? Your sponsors, and then yourself, and then your partners. If three of them work together, then the success will come even faster, right? Yes, like CEO Park says, is a individual business owner, you are, and then you can succeed with you and your partners, right? And they say don't look up and don't find blames, right? You own your own business. But if you have a really good sponsor that's sponsoring you, and then you work with them really well, that's the three temples that that can really set you apart from other business owners. So now, how can we end our labor income? Because the way the life works is we are born. The only thing that's guaranteed in this life is that we get older and we die one day, right? So we are gonna get weaker and as we age. So the active income that you're earning right now, imagine you're in the cognitive ability to think fast is no longer gonna happen when you get older. Your body's gonna be slower and weaker. So if your job somehow involves like you have to think on the spot and really move fast, you're not going to be able to do that. So then eventually you're not going to be able to keep up with all these young people. With the advancement of technology, people are going to start losing jobs, and then they're going to be depending on the government or their kids. So one thing that I never wanted to do is depend on my children when I'm in the future. I want to be a dad that can say, hey, congratulations, my son, here's a house for you that I prepared. This is your wedding gift. Of course, I'm not saying I'm going to spoil my kid. I'm going to make them work too, okay? But because nothing's free in this world. But I want to be a dad that can tell my kids, don't be so stressed getting good grades, but think about what you're good at. Think about what you're passionate about. What is that? I want to give them that thoughts instead of just being stuck in school. And then in order for me to be able to do that for my kids, I need a system income that can allow me to have steady, consistent cash flows, and then that will allow me to invest into my children or people around me. So I'm gonna give some quotes from Jim Rohn and then Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. They're one of the wealthiest people in this planet. And then they all seem to endorse network marketing because it is one of the ways for a poor person or even someone that may not have had a good education growing up, or they're not the smartest or the one of the brightest person. Even if you're just normal person, you can utilize the system, the tool to succeed. But then I truly believe that not all network marketing companies are created equal. And that's why here I am explaining why I believe that Atomy sets itself apart from many other network marketing companies in the world. So network marketing in general is pretty similar to the corporation. So if anyone says, oh, but Atomy is still network marketing, like it's kind of like a pyramid. Well, first of all, we have an income ceiling, so it can never look like a pyramid. But if you look at think about the companies, right? You think about Amazon, you think about Tesla, or any other companies. Who makes the most amount of money? Is the CEO, right? Who makes who makes the money next to the CEOs are like the executives, like VPs, right? Vice presidents. And then after that, who makes more the amount of money after them? Directors, right? So it kind of goes down all the way down to the warehouse workers who barely make minimum wage. So if you ask me, I think that's more like a pyramid scam than Atomy. I'm very confident about that because I've been in corporate America for many years. And even if you think about the military, right? Who makes the most amount of money are four-star generals, okay, with many years of experience. And then who makes the least amount of money? The privates, the E1 and the people that are just recently enlisting. So, but they do all the grunt work, right? They do a lot of the grunt work, and of course, generals are thinking very strategically. So, of course, the responsibility is very different, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is the whole world is structured in a pyramid shape. But Atomy is not pyramid shape. Why? Because we have income ceiling. So let me tell you how the Atomy system is set up. Again, as I explained, it's a prestige strategy. Nothing very complicated. You have great quality product at a good price, and it's something that people use anyways. It's not a rocket science. You just have to, share. We have to open our mouth and share that, hey, there's a company called Atomy. And then this product exists everywhere around the world. These products are used everywhere around your house. So whether you're drinking coffee, I had heard so many compliments about coffee from my Mexican partners. They have a lot of consumers. They love our coffee. And then we have health supplements. And even before I knew about Atomy, whenever people from China or Philippines or Vietnam, they go to Korea, the most um, the most amount of the things that were bought were skincare and health supplements. So people are looking for this anyways. But guess what? Atomy has these products, but are they like expensive like other brands? No, we are better quality, but even better pricing. So now we just have to break through people's old mentality because it's very hard for people to change their life, right? It's very hard for people to change their habit. So we just have to work so that we can help them change the habit. But then if our product was more expensive or lesser quality, it's going to be nearly impossible. Maybe a few people you can do it, but then you will not be able to create all the consumers through the duplication process. However, Atomy, it happens because the products are great and then the cost is great. And then our products are already proven to be effective. Hemohim's been number one direct selling marketing item for the 7, 8 consecutive years. And that's what skincare said as well, number 3, and ranking at the top in probiotics and stuff like that. So it's not a secret that Atomy products are great. Okay. So when you share Atomy products, you don't have to be shy. You can be very bold and confident when you're sharing. And what else is it? We're a binary system and we have an unlimited level. And a lot of people understand the fact that Atomy is unlimited binary global. But what does that really mean? Do you ever wonder? Because I'm sure you hear about this marketing plan over and over. It's unlimited level, and you can probably recite it over. But what does that really mean? Okay, you have to really ask yourself. That means you can achieve the things that you cannot achieve by yourself. Let me repeat that. You can achieve the things that you cannot achieve by yourself. That's what unlimited binary global system is. Okay, that's why even when I did a interpretation for Boston Global Center meeting this past Wednesday, Bunsuk Kim, Crown Master, she's a dropout of elementary school. She's a dropout of elementary school, so and she's making more money than PhDs that has the highest level of education, or she's probably making more money than directors and all these VPs, a lot of them, right? And she's earning that as a passive income. So if Atomy marketing system was not set up fairly and righteously, and as a giving to people, we will not be able to see the success story from the elementary school dropout. But if we are able to see those success stories and we see them having been successful, and then let me tell you, were they rich? No, she was poor. She was really poor. So a lot of people, I hear all the time, oh yeah, enemies for people that have money, or enemies people with a lot of connections. Do you think a elementary school dropout who's been sewing dolls 36 years have a lot of connections around her? And even if she does, all the people around her will be poor too. So I really think that people will always find excuses why they cannot do it. But I want you to be the one that tries to figure out how you can make it happen. Okay. And then it's a binary system. So it kind of continues to go down and globally like this. So if you're in Philippines, and then you can have members from Canada, United States. Now we are in 26 countries, and then eventually we're gonna get up to 50 countries and to even 100 countries, and then even through UK. I know we have some UK members here in the team Philippines. They can register about 20 to 30 countries in around Europe, and then their warehouse from UK will be able to ship it, and then the prospects there, the leaders can also make money, commissions, and then so when Nami Lee, the one that I interpreted in LA Success Academy and New Jersey Success Academy, she said she had a chance to visit France, and then she already had a diamond master from Belgium, and she didn't know how because Belgium's not open. But through UK, they can earn commissions and things like that. So those type of miracles will happen only because it's a global one marketing and unlimited level. So if it wasn't unlimited, if it wasn't global, those things wouldn't happen. So then your individual skill set is more required to succeed. But because our system is set up so fairly for the people that are starting out, eventually you can have an opportunity to succeed more than any other network marketing companies that I've ever seen. The profit sharing is so the company does not have to give us any money, right? If it was just an online shopping mall, we wouldn't be able to tap into the 44% of the PVs that we always talk about, right? General commission. But thankfully, because they use the network marketing structure, we also have an opportunity to earn general commission, mastership bonus, and educational support fee. So yeah, I understand that some of you may be thinking about opening up a center there in Philippines. So I think that's a really good good sign, because through the center you can really educate your partners. You can create a place where people can meet and then really share their ideas and things like that. So you can earn either just the number one general commission, or if you're achieving mastership bonus, you can earn the number one and two. And then if you open up a center, you get all three. So why not go for all three, right? If you are able to do it. But not but okay. So the general commission is where when you become agent of 300,000 PVs, and your left group and right group earns as a group PV, right? And this is something that people sometimes have a hard time understanding. How does a 300,000 PV happen? Does it have to be one person or two people? Or what if I sign up 100 people? Does it matter if how many people you sign up, or does it matter of who actually make purchases? Who makes purchases is what really counts. You can have maybe one person on each side, but they're loyal customer of Atomy. They buy everything from Atomy, and they can generate, $300,000, 300,000 PVs a month. Then yeah, you're gonna match one commission each month, right? So that's how the daily commission is, and then it's around a little less than $60 nowadays. And then so left side and right group, and then you can be first level, second level, third level, fourth level, or 100th level, or hundreds, thousands of level, or a million of level. I don't know, right? It doesn't matter where they are. You're gonna get 100% of the benefit of what they purchase. So if they purchased him or him from your friends' neighborhoods, their ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, or whatever, right? I always make that joke, by the way. Just trying to give the analogy of like how far it can go down. And they make a purchase from, I don't know, Brazil. You're still gonna get 100% of the benefit of that, and that's only possible because there's an income ceiling. So as you can see here again, left group and right group, and then you can have as many members as you want to both sides. So you start from earning 15 points, which is about $60 plus or minus, and then all the way up to $1,200 a day in USD standard. So what's really amazing is this. This is pretty cool. So from 300,000 to 700,000 PV, that's a multiple of 2.3. Okay, 300,000 PVs to 700,000 PVs, that's multiple of 2.3. Okay, from there to 300,000 to fifth, 1.5 million is fifth times, and then it goes up all the way to 50 million, because 50 million is the max, right? So that means you should be earning, if the 300,000 partner received a commission of $60. If they got 50 million, which is the multiple of 167 times, they should be earning 60 times 167. Let me repeat that. If the 300,000 you match, and then you get about $60 USD, then you grow your team, and then every day you're matching 50 million and 50 million. Shouldn't that be 300,000 times 167? That would be only fair, because that's how much more volume your team generated. However, the amount of the growth is much slower of how much you earn at the top. That's why I always call it reverse triangle, because people at the bottom make more money proportionally than people at the top. The people at the top have to have a lot more volume to be able to get to $1,200 a day than people at the bottom who's earning $60 per time, per paycheck. And this is the setup so that people at the bottom can also succeed. And here's a sales master all the way to Imperial Master. But when you achieve the sales master, company separated the mastership bonus only for sales master, because he understands and realizes that people at the bottom have a harder time, earning money and things like that. And limited income opportunity of $100,000 a month, it sounds a lot of money. It sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money, even in United States. But in Philippines, I think you can probably run as a politician if you're earning 100,000 in some of the countries in the world, right? You can, sponsor your own race. But anyways, that's a lot of money. So, but still, other network marketing companies have a no limit, meaning people can be earning over $1 million a month or $2 million a month. But you have to understand, company can only pay out so much money, right? So that means if they pay out few individual leaders too much money, then they don't have enough money saved for to pay other members, because they also need to take profit and things like that, right? So our marketing plan is so righteous, and they say that because of this, because we have an income ceiling. And I really want to have us pay attention to this. And I don't want it to be any type of pressure or anything, Israel Sherrill's master is, pressuring you. No, nothing like that. I'm going to just say it straightforward from what Nami Lee Crown Master said, and also the Bunsuk Kim Crown Master said, because I am just a translator, right? Interpreter. This is what exactly they said. Look at the semi-sales master and sales masters, okay? They receive $200 when they become a semi-sales. When they receive $400 when they become sales master, that's the kind of like a mastership bonus. From sales master to diamond master, it's not even double, right? Because a diamond master receives 700, sales master receive 400, so that's not quite $800. But if you look from diamond master to Sharon Rose master, that's more than 2 times. From Sharon Rose master to star master, that's more than 2 times. But look, star master to royal master, it jumps up 3 times. And I was repeating a lot of marketing plan all this time, but I never really thought about the way the mastership level jumped to each category. So when you become a Sharon Rose master, you're making more than double amount of the mastership bonus of diamond master, and star master is a little over double. But then from star master to royal master, they're receiving 3 times more mastership bonus. And look at from royal master to crown master, that's like 4 times. And that was really shocking to me. And then that's why they told me, Israel, hurry up and get to royal master. I was like, I want to. But that was pretty interesting. So the reason why a lot of the successful leaders emphasize on mastership, now I'm learning a little bit more that, like when we were at the bottom, it feels like it's kind of like a pressure. But then the reason why they're saying that, to focus more on the mastership, is because there's more money in there. So again, a lot of them started with no money. They were broke. They were not educated. People around them were very poor too. So we cannot say they became successful because they had more money. No, it was that they really worked really hard at it. And then yes, a lot of them got lucky too. They found leaders under them. They were willing to really go for it and opening up a center. But then one of the things that I also learned from them were that a lot of their partners built an education center. And through the education center, the team was able to expand fast. And I think that's why I really give a lot of credit to some of the leaders in Philippines wanting to open up a center. I think that's going to attract a lot of the good leaders that are business minded and they want to go forward with it. Because if we're going to do Atomy, why don't we do it all the way, right? Yes, we have to prioritize our family first. I always believe family first, and we have to pay our bills. So we have to really pay attention to our full-time job that pays our bills. But if you have other time, this is the time you need to minimize your hobby. This is the time that you minimize a little bit of traveling or a little bit of relaxing. This is a time where we really focus and dive in and then really work hard. And I know Team Philippines have many marathon meetings, and I know many of you are working so hard. But then I think that when you start seeing when your partners start making money, that's when they're gonna start really becoming even more motivated to this business. And then let me skip. So they have what's called semi-sales master promotion now, and I think this is what Nami Lee Crown Master said. Focus on the terms, the time frame, meaning focus on what you're doing first through the 15th, and also what you're doing on the 16th through the end of the month. So anyone that's interested in becoming successful with Atomy should say you need to dive into semi-sales master as soon as possible. So if you look at your group purchase, and I'm sure Christina and some of the leaders can show you more in details how to do it. When you go to group purchase, you can click January 1st through the January 15th and click on group purchase and then look. And then maybe you have a 300,000 on the left and then 500,000 on the right, okay? That means you earn one commission. But most likely, partners under you didn't make money because if you only got one paycheck, that means people under you didn't make any paycheck unless, depending on the situation. But let's say you had 700,000 and 700,000, right? In 15 days. So most likely you receive two paychecks. What does that mean is your partner under you probably earned one paycheck. Okay, so why I'm telling you is that's how you kind of keep record of, okay, 1st to the 15th, I did this, 16th through the end of the month, this is what I did. So you kind of keep record of that and then say, okay, I did like 800,000 and on the left and 900,000 on the right. I think I can try to push myself for the next 15 days and then try to get that extra $200 semi-sales bonus. Because when you receive semi-sales bonus and then you receive about 4 commissions, that means your partners probably receive two commissions, right? And the partners below that probably receive 1 commission. So this is a picture that I'm gonna show you, right? People at the bottom, this is just a generic number, okay? Not everybody's gonna make purchase of 300,000 PVs. That's not the point. There's gonna be more people under them, okay? So let's say the group of, on the left bottom, there's a Deb, there's a Tom, right? So this 300,000 is not just from one person, but let's say there's more people under them, okay? So don't think that, Israel telling everybody to buy 300,000. No, I don't want to hear that. This is just a generic picture of how the picture can look. So let's say Deb and Tom from the left bottom purchased 300,000 each PVs, right? Or like people, the volume came up, and then Robin earned $60, okay? So now Robin and Jen, they make $60 each, and then guess what? The Phyllis will earn 2 paychecks. So let's say you are Linda, okay? And then you are going for semi-sales masters. So now you received 4 paychecks, okay? So now I don't want you to focus about how many checks you got, but I want you to focus on how many partners of yours receive commission. So the benefit, I think the best benefit of you really striving for the next level is not because you're making more money, but your partners are making more money. So if your partners are making more money, then guess what? Do you think they're going to be happy or sad? They're going to be happy. So now they're going to do the same thing you did. They're going to say, wow, like my sponsor, Linda, she went for semi-sales, and then now I received 2 paychecks because of her. I'm very happy, and then I'm going to go for semi-sales master next 15 days. So you have to just make a decision and do it one day. Because if you wait, it's just gonna take more time. And do you think it's easy to create all the consumers? It's not the easiest thing in the world, right? But then that's why when you focus, you really focus and make it happen, and then you show your partners, hey, I did it, right? And then you keep doing that again, and they're gonna say, because the wall seems so tall when you haven't done sales master. The wall seems very tall when you haven't done the semi-sales. But once you achieve it, then you think to yourself psychologically, oh, like it wasn't actually that bad. And then when you're challenging, people will be willing to help you. Okay, so that's one thing that I wanted to kind of talk about, and it's really about how we think. Our CEO always says, our brain is really magical. If you keep telling yourself, oh, I cannot do this because of this, I cannot do this because I'm gonna mention Philippines, right? I cannot do this because I'm in Philippines, and the things are a little bit more expensive here. It's kind of hard to find people. If you're thinking like that, that's how it's gonna happen, right? Even in Cambodia, there's a royal master, and I think that economically, Philippines is more rich than Cambodia, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't let your brain or someone that's negative tell you you cannot do it or you can do it, because 90% of the people around you will tell you you cannot, because they're jealous and they envy you. They are already jealous of you being so passionate about anime, because people want to be passionate about something, right? And they see that we have a really amazing family and partners. We are so happy when we meet, and especially when we meet in person, we're very happy, right? I got to meet some of you in real person, and I met Jess for the first time last time I went to New Jersey, and then it was as if like we've known each other for so long, right? So, and even Christina, like I didn't know her. I mean, I didn't know her, and then she became my partner. We've been zooming for like over a year until we finally met, and then we felt like we just known each other for so long. And that's what Atomy does to you. It's a relationship. It's like a family, like brotherhood and sisterhood, and not just about money, right? Yeah, I talked about my masterships and all that things like that, but also it's all about relationship. But then let's tell each other, oh, you can do it because of this and that. Not, oh, you cannot do it because of this and that. Let's not do that. Let's tell each other you can do it because of this and that. And in order to get there, I think this is what we should do. And then your brain's gonna start telling yourself, wow, yes, I can actually do it. Okay? Because there are so many negativities in the world anyways. So why would you want to talk about negativity? Okay? Why don't you be the first person, that person that's always so positive? My family always, my dad and my mom, like when I started Atomy, they said, you have such a good job. Why are you doing Atomy? They're gonna make fun of you for doing network marketing. Network marketing never works. My brother even told me, like, he's an active duty army. He said, why don't you just focus on your job, and why you enjoy your life a little bit more? Because I saw the future that now I make a sacrifice, but I will be able to enjoy my life and even be able to live a meaningful life, because I wanted to live a meaningful life, not just for me and my immediate family, but someone that can really be an influencer, not just a TikTok or anything like that, but actually influencing people in a very positive way. So continue to please tell yourself you can do it. Tell your sponsors you can do it. Tell your partners you can do it, because there's a power in your tongue, power in your thoughts, and of course pray, right? And then a lot of us are believers in God, and then He gave us purpose in this life. And then if the purpose is so that you can just work and live a happy life by yourself and eat and go to bathroom and just enjoy that, if that's, I don't think that's the only purpose God had in you, right? He told us to, if there's someone that doesn't have clothes, go clothe them. If they don't have bread, give them bread. But if you cannot even take care of yourself, how can we do that to other people? So I think Atomy is an amazing tool. Yes, some people will take a little bit longer than the others, but I think we all can be in the bus together. And then even if it takes a little longer, or someone's going a little faster, we're still inside the same bus. So the bus stands for buy the products and use the products and share the products. And then Atomy really teaches people. And then I really, when you go climbing, you really help each other. And then I used to be in the army. I used to do a lot of rock march, 12 miles. I have a 60-pound rucksack in the back. I had a weapon that's about I don't know, 10 pounds, that gets heavier and heavier as you walk more. I had a big helmet that I had to wear, which I'm dripping a lot of sweat. But I was looking at the guy next to me, or my friend next to me, and the guy in the front or back. We were like, going together in the same bus or same line, marching line. So I think Atomy journey is similar. It's not the easiest thing, but once you finish that 12-mile rock march, you let the load off. It feels so good. And I believe once we make it to the Imperial Master, and not even that, I think even if you get to Auto Sharon, Star Master, whatever it is, you're gonna be able to offload your work, load, and then just look at each other and be really happy at one another. Because not only did we become happier, we made other people happier too. All right, so I always show this picture as one of the last pictures, but then because Atomy started with just a small room, right? And then the CEO Hangyo Park told me the rain was leaking when the water was leaking when it rained, because their office was really in a poor condition because they didn't have a lot of money. And you all know the story. His cargo van was the warehouse for the Atomy, and they didn't have a website. They had to use a fax machine to sign up members. They only had 2 products, no category, nothing. They didn't have anything, but they still succeeded, right? So if they did it with such a poor, so in Philippines, you have a website, you can sign up people online. You can call customer center if there is any issues. You can even help them return the product. You have all the support in the world. And then you have a sponsor, Christina, in the United States that can help you. You have Jess and all other leaders that can help you too, right? And I can help you, and also can David, and then all the way to the top. So if we are connected together, we will succeed even faster, and we will have more fun doing it. But then the journey is difficult sometimes, and then we have differences. That we have different cultural differences, and some people have different religion, different bringing, but we all have to meet together as a family. And once you are strong together, you can go faster, because we're gonna be in this for how many years? Many years to come, right? So might as well enjoy it together. So I always end with this. This is April 10th to 2030. I want to become an Imperial Master. So what does it mean? When I become an Imperial Master in April 2030, that means our Diamond Master Christina is going to be at least Crown Master, right? That means Jess and some of the leaders are going to be Royal Masters. So it's my responsibility as a leader to continue to march forward so that my partners can also succeed with me. If I just stay as a Sharon Rose Master for 10 years, I don't think I'm going to be able to create that many partners that are successful. So that's why I, as a leader, and some of us as a leader, we have to sacrifice. If we don't sacrifice, it's going to be much more difficult. But if we as leaders sacrifice a little bit so that our partners can succeed, I think in the long term, it's going to be beautiful. So that's all I have prepared for today. I really hope that it was not only challenging, but also encouraging. And just also wanted to say how lucky and privileged I am to have call you all my partners in Atomy. And then if it wasn't for Atomy, I would not have been able to meet most of you, right? So I'm very happy, and then hopefully I get to visit Philippines soon, and maybe Madam Rhoda opens up her center there. So, all right, okay, so that's all. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Sharon's Master, Israel Kim. Wow, that's a lot to take in, but it was a gold nugget. Like you just kind of like want to take it in and just hold it in, and just kind of like be inspired by it. Thank you so much for all that wonderful inspiration, wonderful talk, and also